obsessed. Who taught my little silly self? Get me to bed. Friday! Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a week long, what I read in a week realistically, kind of like a mood reading vlog. I'm going to pick up some books that are highly anticipated for me, that I've been wanting to read, and I'm just going to see like realistically how many pages I do read in a week, because honestly, being a reader, one week you read like a book a day and then the next week you don't even pick up a book. Like, it's one or the other. It honestly depends. And for me right now, I'm kind of sitting in the middle. Like, I'm not reading crazy amounts a day, but I'm also not reading too little a day. So I thought, what better thing to do than just to do a little vlog of what I do read in a day. I think this is going to be quite interesting as well, to see how many pages I actually do get to in a random week, you know? So yeah. I did actually just literally get my hair done. Like, I've just got back from getting it done. I got it like blonder and I'm obsessed. Like, blonde for summer right now, that is just what I wanted. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. I did chicken out of getting like the Sabrina Carpenter bangs. I was like gonna get them like right here and get like what she has, but I was like, oh, I'm chickening out. So I just got them like long bangs. You know what I mean? This video is actually going to be spoiler free, so don't expect any spoilers because I won't do that to you. This is just going to be my thoughts and feelings on the books that I do pick up without spoilers. So, to start off, today is Monday and I have picked up Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So I've started this and I've read so far today 162 pages, which I did this morning. And so far, so good. I'm really, really loving this. It's definitely different and it's honestly not what I expected, but I'm really, really enjoying it. 162 pages in, and so far there's not been a lot of romance, so I think it is more of on the slower burn side if you're into that. And it is giving, it does say here, Ruby Dixon has said it is like a paranormal Romeo and Juliet. I have to agree, it really is. I just love Miss Ali Hazelwood's writing style. Like, something about her writing style, I'm obsessed. Like, oh, it's so good. So I'm really, really enjoying this. And the weather has been a bit hit and miss here, to be quite frank. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute it's grey skies, wind, rain, the whole 9 yards. And this book gives me wind, rain vibes. So it has literally just gone so grey and stormy right now. And I feel like that's perfect reading conditions for this book. So far I'm really enjoying it. If you don't know what this is, it is an arranged marriage between a vampire and a werewolf. Kind of like, obviously in most books vampires and werewolves are completely on opposite sides, they hate each other. It's the same in this book, they hate each other. So to kind of form an alliance and to form like a good bond between the two sides, they've put forward two from each, like, you know, I don't know. They've kind of put forward two people and they have both got married to kind of prove that vampires and werewolves can get along. So these people, the vampire girl Misery, she has to actually move to the werewolf pack area and she has to live there for a year to prove that it's safe for vampires to be in like werewolf territory. So far it's been very, very like politics heavy and very like explaining why they hate each other and really showing you how much they hate each other, like as in vampires and werewolves. So that's actually been really interesting. And the little crumbs that you do get of the romance they're really good. Like, I am eating it up. Another thing to mention, this is actually in just the female main character's point of view. However, at the start of every chapter, you kind of get like a little snippet of his thoughts or like something that he's done. It's not like necessarily him talking, it's just like a little sentence of something that he did and you get to see like how he's feeling at the start of every chapter. So I'm going to read a little bit more later, and I'll tell you my thoughts, and I'll tell you how much I end up reading on this fine Monday. Day. I am about to head off to work, but I just thought I'd quickly chat to you. I've read 50 pages today of Bride, so we're well into it now. I'm like 250 pages into it, and honestly, like, I'm really enjoying it. I've kind of got that feeling, right, you know, when, yeah, I always do love reading, but sometimes, like, I just love it a lot. Like, sometimes I'm like, God, I love reading, and I just have like that urge to just want to pick up a book so much, and I want to like buy books, want to watch book content. Do you know what I mean? So like, I'm currently in that stage. I'm just loving reading, and I think this book has kind of like kickstarted that again for me. I really am enjoying it. It's just Hazelwood's writing style, like I said, it's just my fave. And I'm also kind of loving that it's a bit more on the slow burn side, because quite frankly, our characters, yeah, there's like little snippets and crumbs that we get, but they don't start off just like instantly telling each other that they love each other. Like, it's very much them learning to understand that and accept that. And because you get like the opposing sides that obviously don't like vampires and werewolves, they don't like each other. So it is really nice to read and like get the little crumbs as you go along. So I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a 5-star for me, just because like, it's just not. And it was a tiny bit of a slow start just to wrap my head around with all like the new politics and terminology. I was kind of like, whoa, I don't really understand. But it's definitely not, I can't see it being lower than a 4-star. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get some more readings done today. Maybe after work I could finish it. I feel like now I've said that I won't, but maybe. Can I just say, me before work and me in the morning is a completely different person to me after work and me in the afternoon, me in the evening. Because who told my little silly self that I'd be able to finish Bride today? Like, it before work and literally in the morning, I'm so optimistic about my day. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And then it gets to like 6 p.m. and I'm like, get me to bed. I'm ready to go to sleep. I'm ready to call it a day, and I'm ready to go to sleep. So yeah, I'm definitely a morning person, if you couldn't tell. Don't want to be annoying, but I really am a morning person. Like, literally, as soon as it like hits this time, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go to bed. Like, I'm tired. I get tired so easily. Maybe it's because I wake up early. Hey, maybe I'm the problem. I'm gonna do some reading now, because I'm so invested in this story, in Misery and Lo's story. Like, I'm so excited to read. Like, I've got that feeling where I'm excited to read. I'm excited to pick my book up, and I love that feeling so much. So I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm literally just gonna see where the evening takes me, how much reading I get done before I get too tired. Maybe I'll finish Bride. Maybe I'll read 10 pages. Anything is okay. The little comments at the start of every chapter that are like from his brain or about what he's doing. Please stop. They're so cute. Okay, guys, it's now Wednesday. I finished Bride last night. I know I said I didn't think I was gonna, but I actually ended up finishing it, which I'm very happy with. I'm very proud of. And this is my little update on it. I'm just going to be really super quick. I think I'm going to rate this, like, I don't know whether to rate a 3.75 stars or a 4-star. I know I said that I wasn't going to be below a 4-star, but the last, like, 100 pages kind of lost me. I got a bit bored. And there was, like, a third act breakup, and I was like, eh. And then the more and more it went on, and, like, as soon as we kind of got the romance, because I was loving the slow man. What? I was loving the slow burn, and then as soon as we actually got the romance, I was like, I don't really love you guys together. You know, I think it was the slow burn and the little comments and crumbs I was getting that I loved way more than the actual romance. And with the actual romance, I was a bit like, Right, guys, I'm only going to say one thing about this, because you may be wondering it, you may be not. The knot thing, the knot. No. Moving on. So, yeah, I did enjoy the story overall, and I liked the vibe. I liked the idea. I liked the first bit. That's my little review. Overall, did enjoy, just got a bit slow towards the end. Yeah. But Miss Ali Hazelwood's writing, loved it. So that was good. It's just, you know when books just get a little bit too dragged out and a lot of stuff was happening and I was like, I can't even remember who this guy is. Like, you're telling me about these characters and I'm like, who are you? Who are you? Don't hate me. So, obviously it's time to choose our next read. We're gonna choose our next book and I actually don't know what I'm feeling. On my TBR, should we go look at my TBR? I'm kind of making quite a big dent in this one's TBR. You have to bear in mind, I do have the second Hunger Games on there, but my sister was finishing it off, so that is downstairs. I could read that. This is the TBR that we have left, plus the second Hunger Games, please remember that. So we've got Cruel Prince, Belladonna, Crown of Midnight, and The Crimson Moth. Very fantasy heavy right now. I don't know, I think I'm either going to go for the second Hunger Games or I might do a Kindle book because I've read a physical book and now I'm like, I need my Kindle. Like, the ease of holding a Kindle and reading on a night without having a light on is just, it's too good. And none of the books on my physical TBR are on Kindle, I don't think. If you watched my vlog of reading 200 pages a day for a week, then you will know that I read The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee. Loved it. It was so good. I loved it so much. So I'm thinking maybe because I liked her writing style so much, I should pick up another Holly Renee book. Because I believe that she has... No, I know that she has another series. I don't know why I'm always saying I believe. I know. Why are you saying I believe when you fully know that she has another series? So she does have another series, and let me just find out what it's called. I just realised I've been crouching down and you can see me fully. Just waiting for it to load. Right, so she has another series which comes before The Veiled Kingdom. They're not linked, but she wrote it before. And it is the Stars and Shadows series. So there's 4 books and they're all very short. And I've been really feeling like picking one up, so maybe I'll do that. They're all on Kindle Unlimited as well. So the first one is A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows. It's 292 pages, which I love that so much. I don't really know what it's about. Should I find out or should I go in blind? Oh, I believe, okay, I'm just gonna go in blind. I read the first sentence of the synopsis. I'm gonna go in blind, I've decided. I'm gonna read this. This is gonna be my next read, so we're gonna go with A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. And I'll see if I like it. I'll update you later. So cozy today, or right now it's actually raining. I've just actually finished I forget what it's called, like I actually should probably know. A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee, the author of the latest one she's brought out, which is The Veiled Kingdom, which I actually rated 4.25 stars. I really enjoyed that book. And I just, since reading that, I'd never read anything from hers before, so I was really intrigued. And I knew that she had this other series, so I wanted to give it a go. So I decided since we're mood reading, I'd pick it up. And fun fact, it's actually only like 259 pages or around there, maybe a bit over. So very, very short, so it's pretty easy to get through. I'll tell you what it's about first. It's basically about fae. There's a bit of fae in there, there's a bit of human, there's a bit of vampire, kind of got it all going on, different kingdoms. And basically our main character, Adana, I believe, could be wrong, she is a human, but she's been born with the mark, and the mark is basically like almost like a tattoo print kind of like on her body of stars. So she has like in her blood she has the power of stars. Bear with me. So she's got that, and her power actually allows the fae to become more powerful if they feed from her. So if they drink her blood, then it kind of like just gives them insane mega powers. And so obviously when a person with the mark is born, the higher ups are like, we need them on our side. So in this world, basically everyone's kind of battling, the fae and the vampires are battling for who is going to be the most powerful, who is going to run the kingdom. And the fae have been running it for a while, however their powers are getting weaker and weaker as the lines go on, like the generations go on. So they basically make a deal with this girl's mum when she's born to, basically the mum will get a lump sum of money. The mum is kind of selfish and she's like, yeah, you can have my daughter when she's of age, like as long as I get this money. So the girl has always been promised to the prince who will become the king. She's always been his betrothed, is that the right word? Yeah, I think so. So when she comes of age, you kind of follow her, and she is gonna go and marry him and live there, and he's going to be able to feed off of her whenever he wants to become like this most powerful king of the whole land, and faes are going to rule again. Everything's going to be fine. However, she doesn't really like the heir to the throne, the main guy. She likes his brother. That's like the base, that's the main premise. It was fast paced. I think I'm gonna rate it like a 3 stars because I had a fun time and I enjoyed it, and I was in the mood for just like a short, quick book, and it was definitely that. So love that. However, it was very insta-lovey. Yeah. So please beware of that. I'm talking with my hands so much, but please beware of that because they kind of literally fell for each other, honestly, within like the first 50 pages. But I feel like maybe that's a running theme with Holly Renee because it was a bit like that in the Veiled Kingdom as well. So I guess it just depends on how much you care about that. I mean, the way that she writes it, it's not too bad for me. I can look past it. Yeah, I can look past it. It wasn't like the worst thing ever, but obviously there's not a lot of build up. So very insta-lovey, also quite insta-lusty, I would say. It's very lust vibes, quite a bit of spice. So if you're not a fan of that, then beware. And yeah, I will also say her writing never really has much world building. So if you're not in the mood to like read tons of world building, you know, all of that kind of jazz, maybe her writing is one that you should try out because she kind of just gets you straight into the story and you don't really have to like sit through like 200 pages of developing the world, which I do enjoy. And I think there's 4 books in the series, so I'm definitely gonna continue on with the series, I think, and give it a go. I mean, I think it's just going to be a great one in between bigger books because once in a while, like, a short book is a vibe, you know? So I have enjoyed myself, and it is only 7 p.m. right now, so I think I might pick up another book. I'm kind of feeling like reading the second Hunger Games, but who knows? But at the same time, I'm kind of feeling just like a contemporary romance. No fantasy, just romance. So I'll update you with what I choose. Morning. It is Friday morning. It is Friday. And I'm gonna try read a chapter before work, before I have to get ready for work. I read 54 pages last night. Just kind of wanted to get a start on it. I just wanted to like get past like the first 50 pages. I feel like in a book, the first 50 pages are always a bit like, just, you know, you got to get into it. So I did that and I did really enjoy it. I just think that the way it's written is so easy to digest. Like, literally, yeah. So it kind of just threw you straight into the story where we left off after the first one. I mean, if you know, you know. No spoilers, but you kind of just follow in the aftermath of book one right now. And we're seeing, like, how it's affected them, what's going to happen, you know, all of that fun stuff. So, yeah, I'm honestly loving the Hunger Games books so much. Like, way more than I thought I actually would. When my sister told me to read them, I was like, don't know if I'll actually, like, get into them. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm loving them. I'm loving them. And the fact that Haymitch's story is coming out next year, I'm so excited. So yeah, I read 54 pages and I'm gonna read a chapter, maybe 2 chapters now, depends how long they are. Not gonna be able to get too much reading done today because I'm at work and then I have plans tonight. So I think this is gonna be a bit of a slow reader day. I don't think we're gonna get much done. Honestly, I don't know if I'll even pick this book up again after I read these couple of chapters now. So yeah, I'll check back with you later. Can I just say, why are the chapters so long though? Why are they so long? I literally just thought to myself, yeah, we'll just read a chapter like before work. We don't have a lot of time. The chapters are like 20 plus pages long. You girls not got time for that. Hey. So today has been a very non-reader day because I was at work and then now I'm going out for the evening because it's a Friday. I've got plans. So today I've read like 2 chapters. I think I've read, to be fair, I've read like 50 pages, maybe even more than 50 pages. I'll pop how much I actually read somewhere on the screen. So that's not that bad. But you know, some days, guys, you just don't have time to read loads. Like, that is a thing. As readers, we need to tell ourselves that it's okay. You don't have to read a whole book in a day sometimes if you are busy. So yeah, that's the update of how much I've managed to read today. I'm about to go out, so I'm not going to do any more reading for the day, but I've made it a little bit further in. By the way, this copy is so broken in because it's my sister's and she doesn't like keep her books in pristine condition like I do. She's like the opposite, and as you can see, she's a little battered. This book is a little battered up, that's fine, but that means it's so nice and broken in for me to read, so I can like bend it and everything. I'm loving it. So that is the update. I am enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the vibe, and it feels somehow nostalgic even though I've never read the books before. Like, it still feels nostalgic to read these. I think it's just because the writing style is so easy and simple. So yeah, that's the update. I'm not going to do any more reading today, and I'll see you tomorrow.